Okay.
Now you've played a game, things have changed. Just be real
things
quick.
have changed. No
Right,
problem.
well, I mean, why don't you tell me your thoughts on how Chris High performed on Saturday?
I think you saw what we hoped we were going to see in camp. I mean, he performed at a pretty high level. We didn't give him a lot of live reps in camp to keep him healthy and things like that. And so seeing him go out there and perform at the level that he did was very exciting for us as an offensive staff. And, obviously he did a really nice job and had a couple nice runs, created some things on his own, which is great to see. And so hopefully he can continue to do that as we move forward.
Is there enough? Did he do anything wrong that you could get on him about?
Yeah. There's plenty of stuff out there that we left. Whether it's blocking assignments or maybe not seeing things the way we would like him to see it. So that's the good thing about it. I mean, he performed at a high level, but he still has a lot of room for improvement, as do Miles and Shawn White and Gargiulo, who got in there at the end. I mean, they all have something to get better at. So that was kind of the focus here those last 2 days.
So now Shawn White, obviously it's a difficult situation due to injury. He kind of fell down the depth chart, but I got a feeling that Shawn White will be heard from before this season's over.
Yeah, you haven't seen the last of him. I think 2 weeks leading up to the game when he was finally healthy, you started to see him practice a little bit harder, a little bit better, a little bit more attention to detail. So I think as we move through the season, you're going to see more and more of him.
What do you think Shawn brings to the table? I mean, what had made him number one? I mean, he's a guy that's pretty nimble for 250.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, that's what he brings. He's got great feet. He's very intelligent. He's a physical presence. I mean, he's a 250-pound running back that runs and moves like some of our smaller B-backs had in the past. So I think he brings a lot of things to the table. Now he just needs to go and apply himself consistently and perform at a consistent level so that he can get out there and help us.
Performance Saturday. I talked to Daniel Gonzalez, and he thought 470 yards is too much. Your thoughts?
Yeah, it's way too much. We stopped the run pretty well. They had the one long run at the end when we had a lot of different guys in there. So we stopped the run okay, but we didn't get off on third down. So, I mean, you've got to get off the field. We had plenty of long downs to get off. We were a step away from a sack or a step away from making a play, and we just didn't make those plays. We've got to find a way to make those plays.
Well, and that's what Coach Niemot had said, that third down efficiency was a big emphasis in camp, and he was not overly thrilled that that didn't show in the game.
Yeah, we've done it every day. So, and that was that was a disappointing part. Again, we were a foot away from making a play on the pass and a foot away from getting a sack, but we just didn't get it done. So we've got to get better in that area.
Was it a case of maybe you were expecting more of a run-heavy diet with this Edmonds guy, and they came out throwing, or no?
Well, we were ready for both, but I was a little surprised they didn't run him more than they did. But third down, they're not going to run him anyway. So some of the third and fours, third and fives, sometimes you can live with those. But we had third and 18,
11,
8 once, and they converted. So you can't give those up. You've got to get them off the field.
So this game here, Connecticut is known as a downhill running team. This is their signature. They're going to come off the ball. They're going to hit you in the mouth. Is that kind of what you're expecting on Saturday?
Yeah. Again, that's their MO. Last year they came out and empty, I think, 30 times against us. So.
Oh, really?
We got ahead in that game, so maybe they were forced a little bit to go to that, or maybe they just thought they could take advantage of us. I'm not sure, but so we have to be prepared for everything. But yeah, they're a smash mouth team. They're going to block you, and they don't care where you are. So we need to get ready for a real physical game.
Right. Coach said Merchant had just a little bit of a cramp issue. You expect him back. The one guy I was going to ask you about is McCoy. He's been out. How's he progressing?
He's in white today and is running around, so he'll be playing.
No, we're fine.
All right. Well, Zach, here at Navy, they always talk about the backup being one play away. That is now you.
Yes, sir.
Can you talk about you've got to change your mentality big time?
Oh, absolutely. It started today at practice or yesterday at practice. I'm starting to get a lot more reps in. In the meetings, I'm talking to Will a lot more, making sure we have the game plan down. It's crazy. You never know, because the first game, Will, he was talking to me. He said, you never know. So, he was mentally preparing the whole entire game, and unfortunately, what happened to Tago, it's really hard because he's such a great kid. He's been waiting for it, but at the same time, Will, he's been waiting for it the same way. They're both the most selfless guys on the team, we're definitely taking another step.
So do you feel like if you got pressed into action for whatever reason that you can run this offense? I know you're still relatively new and learning and probably don't have it all dialed down.
Oh, I'm definitely confident. I had a year at Naps, and then last year I had another year experience last year. But yeah, I'm definitely more confident. I'm getting a lot more reps during practice, so you know, I'm getting comfortable with everything. You know, and the coaches are doing a really good job. Coach Jasper is doing a really good job, you know, coaching us up in meetings, and we're having a lot more meetings, and I'm getting with Will a lot. So, and Will's a great teacher. You know, I trust him. So.